All right, so we're getting started today with doing a quick reading for how our inner energies are impacting each other. So how the inner energy impacts the outer. We're going to use a couple different cards to do this. And we're going to start with the inner feminine. And this is a morning reading, so this is just kind of how you're being impacted today. So we're starting with the feminine, then moving to the masculine. 2 cards want to pop out for that. All right, so the feminine, we're starting with the Wheel of Fortune, all right? What this tells me is the internal energies with the feminine are really like spinning around quite quickly right now. There's a lot of really dense processing going on within this inner journey. The 2 cards that come out for the masculine are Judgment, the Council of Animals, and the Weaver of Boons. Okay, so this is the Queen of Pentacles. All right, so these 2 energies coming out is I feel like there's like some conflict maybe between the inner masculine and the inner feminine and how they're being engaged. Maybe not even conflict. It's like this deeper processing, right? Like the fates have changed. The winds of change have come. And now there's like a perception and a processing around what it is that we're actually looking at. Okay, so if you have this Judgment of Animals, they're like, okay, I guess we're starting to see that there's a bigger picture at play. How are we going to do that? Now, this is where the nurturing of the feminine essence comes in, all right? I was listening to another energy update this morning, and it was talking about a lot of how the feminine right now is meant to kind of hold in and gestate the masculine during their process. With the Enchanter's Wheel here, sometimes I get an essence of confusion. Like there's so much swirling simultaneously. And I know for myself and in my own journey, it's this reflection point of like, okay, what is it that I am holding? What is it that is mine to alchemize? And what is mine like in the processing of like, blah, you know, how to process these things. Now, the more the feminine can come into her true essence, and the more the feminine can see this in the masculine essence. Now, this happens both internally and externally, and a lot of times our external relations are just are reflections of what's going on internally, or it's meant to bring something into light. So what I'm feeling here is just like really this invitation to like hold it down, to let it know that it's safe, it's nurturing, and like all going forward is serving our highest good altogether. All right. I'm gonna draw one more card from this to see how this impacts the third energy, or what the third energy wants us to know. All right, we get the 6 of Spells. This is very collaborative. This means new birth, new beginnings in a lot of ways, community coming together. Same as the 6 of Wands. I always just get like true celebration, triumph, success. This is a victory card, right? So it's like if you've been doing the work, you're on your way to this greater victory. All right, now we're going to look at like what does this look like externally for the feminine and for the masculine? How is this showing up? Okay, so we have Judgment again, and this is coming up for the feminine this time, okay? So the feminine might be voicing what's going on within the masculine component, or even within herself. Now, I do think there's an interesting piece that when it comes to judgment, and some of my own ego might be in this, but it's just like, when are we relaying like forth a deeper truth, and when are we actually having a judgment within a process? And that can be really hard. So I think that, yeah, maybe if the internal energies of the masculine are judgment, and the external energies of the feminine are judgment, the masculine is feeling judged by this, okay? So, but the masculine, it looks like, is starting to see that this 2 of Cups, the soulmate energy, is dominant and important. Okay, so as we're looking into this, we're seeing that the masculine somehow is understanding and grasping that this is a part of the union dynamic, and it might be bumpy. I know that I heard just yesterday, this is a transition, and it's like, I get that it's a transition, but in the transitions we still have the point to make a choice, right? And we want to maybe choose something different, all right? Or maybe we're choosing the different thing but from a higher perspective. There's many layers that unfold here. All right, what does the third energy want us to know in regards to the physical? Okay. Justice reversed and the Fool both kind of came out. Okay, so this really feels to me as above, as above, so below, right? We've got these cups, we've got this balancing scale, we've got this to me looks like a sword of truth, kind of cutting through the illusion. So what I'm feeling, the third energy, and mixed with this heart, this very cups heart energy here, is that we're cutting the illusion right now between the head and the heart. Okay, it's not just the masculine and feminine dynamics. We're cutting through the illusion of the head and the heart. We're finding the balance between the understanding of the mental landscape with the heart energy. Now, this is birthing out a new beginning. The Fool card is also very, it can deeply connect to this Six of Spells in the fact of there's this rebirth and there's this freedom. I'm feeling a lot of freedom from these cards. I am feeling some like mental kind of going on, and then it's like, how do we come back into the heart in this time and really like rebalance and align? I'm going to draw one card from the herbal astrology to kind of sum this up for us, because I feel like there's a lot there. And this is purpose. Okay, so then we have the sun and the moon in this alchemical jar of purpose. And what I love about this jar is it's like it's not only happening within the container, it's bursting out of the container, and it's also taking root. So this is a really sacred work of alchemy that is happening right now between this pairing. Now, I intended this to be a much shorter reading, but we really got into some good stuff. And I think that I might do another reading very shortly because I'm feeling like this one needs to be wrapped up. So I hope that this was beneficial for you. We've got the ashwagandha purpose being ignited with our sun and moon energies, okay? So this was just a daily reading as it connects to the masculine and feminine energies. Of course, it applies for whenever you are experiencing it or seeing this video. And if it resonates with you, please reach out to me if you'd like to do your own personal reading. And just send me an email at prismhealers@gmail.com. All right, I look forward to connecting with you all. Thank you. Bye-bye.